Today, we have our largest SGC submission grade reveal ever. I sent off 66 cards to get graded with SGC. They graded these in record speed. We were talking 2 days. They were delivered, and 2 days later, I had these grades and they had shipped out back to me. So they are being crazy efficient right now, which is one of the reasons why I like to grade a lot with SGC. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more, but I got a lot of cards to go show you guys, so let's get to it. Definitely going to take a bit of time. Going to be, I'm sure, a bit of a longer video, given that we've got, as I said, 66 cards. I've been sending a lot to SGC lately. With how fast they have been, it's been a really, really good value proposition for me. A lot of people always ask, last time I posted one of these videos, I got the question, well, why would you choose to send it to SGC, especially low number, nicer stuff? And my answer generally is that, well, SGC for me still sells fairly well, and I also get the benefit that it gets back to me way, way quicker. So we're going to start looking at some of these grades. Very nice Bobby Witt here on the purple mini diamond. Then this one's a cool one. I think this is at a 99. Yes, awesome 10-10 on that Adley. That's an on-card auto out of Sterling, so super cool card. Those extravaganzas are fairly short printed. Paul Skeens, this is a refractor out of Stadium Club. I thought it had some flaws to it, but Paul Skeens refractors, I figured I'd shoot my shot. 9, okay. Knew that was a possibility. Aaron Judge on the Topps Fire. This one I thought was pretty clean, numbered out of 299. Another 9. I have found, though, that SGC for me has been a lot more consistent from a grading perspective, despite the fact that we're got 2 9s thus far. I found that a lot of the times when my guess on the grade is generally what they think the grade is going to be, more frequently than not. Awesome Harper there on the 10. I've graded one of these as a 10 before, actually, with SGC. I love that card. Such a cool one. Otani on the Tyson Beck. This is the blue short print foil out of Topps Fire. Another 10. Let's go. Freddie Freeman, your World Series MVP on the Topps Pristine Blue. Numbered out of 75. 9.5. Okay. That's another thing with SGC that I will say that I do really, really enjoy is the upside of a 9.5. Getting a 9 on a PSA card or an SGC card is generally going to be the raw value of a card. 10 on a vintage stock is hard to get, so that's a big grade. But I at least still see a premium on your SGC 9.5s. It's not obviously as big of a premium as the 10, speaking of 10s, but I still do see a premium, so I think that it's very, very nice to have that as an option. The fact that PSA has to make the judgment call, is it a 9 or is it a 10? A lot of times you may fall into that 9 category, which definitely hurts you, which, again, speaking of hurting you, it's a sweet one. Those Pearl refractors are super short printed. Can we go 2 for 2 on the vintage stocks? The Bobby Witt vintage stock out of this year. This one, 9.5. Okay. Still, that's a good grade for those vintage stock cards. They tend to be really hard to grade. A little more Bobby, another 9.5. Lawler here. This was a good one. The Gold Mojo numbered out of 50. 9.10. Okay, so the auto's a 10 at least, but not what we're looking for in terms of the actual card grade there. Acuna, not a huge card, but Acuna Heritage Rookie. I thought it looked clean, and it was clean. Okay, this one. Where was that label? I just had that yesterday. I don't know where I put it, but PSA gave this card, I think it was an 8. I will flash the label up on screen. I thought it was cleaner than that. I knew that corner there had a little bit of white on it. It was definitely off a little bit left to right, maybe a little top to bottom, but the back looked really, really clean to me. I thought that this one was not an 8. I thought that was a little harsh. I was hoping for a 9, maybe a 9.5. We got a 9. So at least upgraded that from the PSA 8. That was definitely, I think, worth it, and I like to kind of test that from every now and then to see if I was wrong or if PSA was wrong. Bobby Witt on the 10. Bought some of these, or not bought, but had some of these. The minis are fun to grade. It's just a very old style look in this slab here with the big black border. So I think they're fun. This Jackie I pulled myself. I thought it looked pretty decent. I think it had maybe some little bit of surface issues, but an 8. I'll have to take a look at that one. I didn't think that there was anything that warranted an 8 on that. And that may be one, to the point of the subjectivity of grading. that we may crack out and give it a go with PSA. See what they say on it. Cool one here on the Acuna Brothers Mini Diamond, numbered out of 150. Another 10, let's go. Sebastian Walcott on the Speckle Auto. Walcott's a great prospect for the Rangers. 9.5. Okay, so that's our first box. Let me grab our second box. So overall, looking at it, that first stack had a lot of 10s and about the same number. I think it was one more 9 than 9.5s that we had. And of course, that Jackie Robinson 8, which is unfortunate, but you know, sometimes you can't win them all. But that's just a part of the game. Another thick stack here that we will split in half so it all fits on the screen. But it's so fun getting so many cards back. It's going to take me a minute to go through and sleeve all these slabs up after this video. But Junior Caminero, I got no clue what this card was. Oh, okay, the Refractor. Let's see. 10. Let's go. I like Caminero. I feel like he's fairly undervalued right now in the market. Just my opinion. Julio on the Blue Moon. 10. Awesome. Bobby Witt. Was this a white hole? It was the white hole. Love kind of the secondary color match. 10. That's a nice card. That is super cool. Jordan. Is this gold? It is gold. I was like testing my memory. And granted, it's a lot easier with SGC because of how quickly they get the cards back to you. But it's fun to try and remember. Shimmer? It is a shimmer. I thought it was a regular shimmer. A pink shimmer. Another 10. Our 10 stack seems to be growing. PCA, just the base sapphire, but love the color match. I'm a big PCA guy. And with a 10, we take that every day of the week. This one's super fun. I've got a couple of guys who really like the Rangers. The postseason prominence, you got the core that helped win them the World Series. And a 10. Awesome. Another Rangers card. Speaking of guys that like the Rangers, this was the AL card, the American League Texas Rangers, but this is the World Series celebration on the Sapphire Black 10 out of 10. And that's a SGC 30, as I like to call it. It's not really a 30, it's only a 10. But Jordan Lawler, so you can see the auto grade is a 10 here. An 8.5. Really? I thought that one was clean. Again, we'll set that on the same pile as the Jackie. We're definitely probably going to crack those open and see if I missed something or if SGC did. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to hang out, make sure to follow along because we'll be showing that off. Ultraviolet case hit, 10. Another ultraviolet case hit, this time on the Mike Trout, 9.5. Okay. It's our first 9.5 of that stack outside of that 8.5. Noelvi Marte, good looking auto here. He's a really good prospect. Obviously had the issue with getting suspended for the performance enhancing substances. But refractor auto here, 9.5. Okay. Second stack of this second box here. Tyler Fitzgerald. He had a great breakout season. I don't think anybody expected him to be what he was. Another 9.5. Eli De La Cruz on the refractor here out of Topps Chrome. 9.5. Dang. Thought that was good. Merrill on the refractor. We're on a 9.5 run here, boys and girls. Caminero. Can Caminero break it? He can't. Another 9.5. Nice color match. But hey, again, as we talked about, the 9.5s are one of the reasons why I also like SGC. Shota. Let's see the autograph. Got a 10. And the card. There we go. Back on track. Another 10. SGC 20. Acuna oil spill refractor here. These are super short prints out of Finest this year. And this is the rare version. So this is even more short printed. 9.5. I thought it could have gotten 10. Jackson Merrill on the purple rare. 10. We'll take that for sure. Evan Carter. This is a case hit. The Diamond's Finest. 10. That 10 stack is growing. Ryan Howard. Now, this card, as I can see here, didn't get a 10 auto grade because you can see he went off the card. So that's one of those things. SGC, if the auto is not going to 10, they're just not going to grade it at all. They know that that's going to hurt the value of the card, having it be a 10 auto or a 9 auto and a 10 card. So they just said, you know, it's a 10 card and that's great, which we'll take it. A Ryan Howard 10 gold, absolutely nice. 10 grade on the Zach Wheeler, 10-10, awesome. This 10 stack is growing on me. I mean, maybe just move these aside after this box and start a second 10 stack. Skeens on the Star Command, yes. Skeens 10s, we take those all day. Let me grab that last box. So definitely heavy on the 10s compared to the 9s and the 9.5s. I'd say that we have about as many, we have more 10s than we do as 9s and 9.5s combined. We got more 9.5s than 9s as well, which is always nice to have. Let's see. But this is our third and final box. If you guys like these grade reveals, make sure to follow along. I've got 20 cards at PSA. I sent off these 66 to SGC, and then I had 20 that were a bit higher end that I sent off to PSA, which I'm going to talk about there in a second. Because there are still times that I think that it's worth sending cards to PSA. Just because I send a lot to SGC, another 10, does not mean that I don't send stuff to PSA. If it's a really nice card, a really big card, I'm going to send it to PSA because I know that the upside is higher. The market return on PSA is better than SGC right now. It's just it's the reality of the world. I disagree with it. I'm a big proponent of buy the card, not the grade. Love James Wood, 9.5. But buy the card, not the grade. Very much so a proponent of that. But the market's going to market, and for me who sells cards, well, I care about what it sells for as well. Now, obviously, that turnaround time makes a big impact as well, getting these cards in. Scooball, your Cy Young winner this year. Drew Gilbert, this one is sick. Gilbert's a very solid prospect. Got traded to the Mets, I believe it was. But 10-10 here. On the Atomic, Bobby Witt on the franchise favorites. Another 10. Let's go. Julio, this is just the base refractor, but Bowman's Best. I love Bowman's Best. We got a full case of Bowman's Best coming in. That's going to be a ton of fun for a rip and flip. December 27th. I've got that scheduled over on Whatnot. We're going to be ready for it. Got that full case. It's going to be a good time. One more Bowman's Best Atomic. 9.5. This one is cool. The Yachty Gold Refractor. Yachty sells well for me. I got a couple of big Cardinals guys. 10's a big grade there. Julio. This card looks a little like something that's a little inappropriate. I'm just going to say that. But it's a goofy card, and it's a 9.5. Die cut. It's a tough grade. Dominguez here on the home field advantage. These are hard grades, so I was hoping for a 9.95 here. I thought it was clean, but I know that they're tough to grade. Ooh, a 10. That's pretty nice. Cal Raleigh, or Riley, however the heck you want to pronounce it. I know a guy who loves him. Big Cal guy. 10 grade on the auto. 20. Let's go. Caminero, this is a case hit out of Sterling. These are super rare. Very little comps on these cards. And a 10, we will take that for sure. Julio on the Blue Shimmer. I love the 54 design. Platinum Anniversary this year was a bunch of fun. 9.5. Ellie on the Mini. Love that. I love the Minis. They're so fun. Aaron Judge on the Lauren Taylor. It's a more common card, but it still sells well. It does 15-ish bucks raw, I think it is. And it's a great card. Looks good in the tuxedo. We'll take it. Aaron Judge on the Bowman rookie. 9.5. Thought it was going to gem. Felman Celestin on the purple. 10 auto. 10 card grade. Bobby Witt on the UFO. Another 10. We are doing well. I'm going to have to count. We got 2 cards to go, but I'm going to have to count these out. See how we did. All etch logo fractor here. Kind of hard to sometimes get the parallel to show. There you go. But logo fractor, all etch on Otani. 9.5. And then the last one here, Michael Harris. This is the 2002 design. Or 2003. I collected this set as a kid, had the complete set. It was my first complete set that I ever had. Love this one. Love Michael Harris. And a 10, we'll take that. Let me count these, see how we did. So, all in all, we had the Singular 8, the Singular 8.5. Then we had 5 9s. One of them, which I knew was going to get hopefully a 9. But 5 9s here. Then we had 18 9.5s, which leaves us then with 41 SGC 10s. So 41 out of 66. Not as good of a gem rate as I normally target, but we will absolutely take it. Again, also the fact that 18 of those were also 9.5s. So if you're looking at the 9.5s and the 10s, of course, that means that we hit 59 out of 66 on a Mint Plus or Gem Mint, which I'll absolutely take. Definitely happy with these. Most of these are all going to go on Whatnot. Some of these will be buy it now. Some of these will be auction cards. Going to be a lot of fun. Got a really, really big stream for Black Friday. We are actually launching a holiday mystery pack as well, so that's going to be a ton of fun if you're not already on Whatnot. It's a $30 pack, $200 ceiling, only 150 of them are being made. And if you join Whatnot using the link, well, you get 15 bucks for free, which makes that pack 50% off. Worth consideration. I appreciate you guys that stuck around to the end of the video here. It's always fun doing these grade reveals. Hopefully we'll have that PSA stuff back here soon. Still hasn't even been processed, so I sent these out literally on the same day. PSA, it literally isn't even in their system yet, whereas SGC is already back and ready to sell, which is why we love SGC here. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Always fun to do these. Appreciate you guys engaging, following, subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, all that jazz. We'll catch you in the next one, and I hope to see you on Black Friday.